Capital gains tax has changed, but is it going to affect your long-term wealth creation? Using the Tailored Property Wealth Planning software, we are modeling the old rules versus the new rules. This is going to unpack the real numbers, not opinions on what the changes look like. In the scenario we break down, there is literally a $50 difference over a 13-year period. Before changing your investment strategy because of headlines, let's break down the numbers and see what it actually means. Let's jump into the scenario now that Joey and I have modeled.
This is a really nice segue into our CGT difference conversation as well, because these actually kind of almost operate hand in hand. So what I've done here in this CGT difference scenario is I've come in and I've modeled in two identical purchases. 750,000 and 750,000. So if we come back, we have a look here. One will track using the old method in terms of the CGT calculation, and one will fall under the new camp where it will pay CPI. One will capture negative gearing, one will not. If we come through and we said that assuming not $1 is sitting offset, these properties won't turn positive based on rental income increases until 2039. That's when I'm going to come in and I'm actually going to sell both of these properties. So I'm going to sell both of these assets in 2039 when they about hitting cash flow neutral. And one of them captures the old method, the discount method, and then the other one will capture the indexation method only. So this is our kind of new way of living, unfortunately, or maybe not. So let's come in and let's see how bad the picture is. So if we come through and have a look at the breakdown, here's our pre-tax reform breakdown. We pay around $170,000 worth of CGT, identical asset, sold for 1.6 million, pay out the mortgage, pay the agent selling fees. Our sale proceeds are $706,500 or $706,445. Here's our new guy over here under the new method. We're buying an established property, but unfortunately we have to go by this CPI indexation method. We pay 227, which yes, I appreciate is more than 170, but the negative gearing consideration that we missed out on over that period actually reduces our CGT payable to, in fact, a very, very, very similar amount. You can see it's about a $50 difference over a 13-year stretch. And our walkaway cash in bank, selling for the exact same asset, selling for the same price, 1.6, 1.6. Mortgage, 675, 675. Agent selling fees, that and that. Our walkaway profit here is 706,445. Our walkaway profit here is 706,500. It's like a $50 difference over 13 years. Again, are you going to change your investment philosophy for a $15 difference? In fact, it was slightly better off in this avenue here where we didn't claim any of the negative gearing credits until the point of selling the asset down. So really wanted to kind of come in and debunk some of those myths and really highlight the importance of strategy and property selection, because property selection is the most important thing. It's something that we cannot change where the property is situated without incurring sales fees. Whereas this obviously can change. We saw how quickly this changed on a dime with the policy change. Easily change again with a change of government, with a new budget, with whatever it may be. This could change too. So don't invest for a tax outcome, because a tax outcome is only going to be a moment in time.
100%. And this is where you just can't fall into the doom and gloom from the mainstream media that they're trying to project all this fear. Once you really unpack those different scenarios, it's really not that scary at all, right? When we're talking about $50 over 13 years, it's not even a coffee. Over,
exactly.
Each year, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what is that? Like it's a couple of pad ties over a 13-year stretch. And if I go back to the negative gearing stuff, I assumed we weren't holding one surplus dollar in the offset account, and that got us positive cash flow in like 13 years time. If I assume that let's say you got one property and that's all you ever bought, and you do hold some money in offset, let's say you held like, I don't know, 65%, 2/3 of your money or thereabouts in the offset account. And then the other third you, I don't know, invested it with. This is of your after your expense money. You can actually see what should have taken us 13 years to turn positive, assuming we're interest only. We actually turned positive cash flow in like 5 years time. And over that 5-year period, we missed out on a total of $13,500 worth of negative gearing. In fact, from 2027 to 2031, so from when the policy change is in effect. So over a 4-year period, you missed out on $13,500 worth of negative gearing, like $3,000 and a bit per year. Again, for me, I'm not going to be changing my investment philosophy based on that, because negative gearing is only a tax outcome based on that point in time. And you can see here that this person's story changed, whether or not they were holding some surplus money in offset or not.
Yep.
So very, very easy to come in and fall for the headline. So we do get that, because it's, if it bleeds, it leads. Whereas we just want to really kind of come in and go, well, the reality is that it's not necessarily as doom and gloom and as dire as you may have seen. And also the reality is we don't need to go out there and do all that much in terms of trying to hit, let's say, for example, the equivalent of $150,000 worth of cash flow. What are we doing? We're doubling down. We're doing a couple of these and we're done.
Yeah, just hold it long term. And this is property investing in general, right? We can go through a period of turmoil like we have just done, where things are chopping and changing, but we're investing for 10, 15, 20 years. That's what property investing is all about. So just a small period of time shouldn't scare you when the overarching long-term philosophy is there.
And what we can do here with our portal is we can come in, we can create these plans tailored to you based on what it is that you want to achieve. Because obviously we're using generic data based on our kind of starting position and basing on a goal that we've come in and set. We can come in and we can customize this based on your goals, your existing assets, your incomes, what it is that you're trying to achieve through property. So yeah, feel free to reach out to the team if this is of interest to you and it's something that you want to try and sink your teeth into and plan out yourselves.